Matlock is off to an exciting start, and it may have narrowly avoided a massive snafu by including a main character in the premiere with CGI. Kathy Bates stars in the series as Madeline Matlock, a humble lawyer with a folksy demeanor, based on Andy Griffith's Matlock series, considered one of the best TV procedurals ever. In reality, Bates' character is Madeline Kingston, a wealthy woman raising her 12-year-old grandson after losing her daughter to an opioid overdose. Madeline's covert mission is to climb the ranks of the law firm Jacobson Moore, which she believes is responsible for her daughter's death. The Matlock reboot's cast, therefore, includes high-ranking law firm associates, including Beau Bridges Sr. Sr. is one of 3 characters that Madeline suspects of hiding documents that would have taken opioid drugs off the market a decade sooner. As such, Bridges' senior character is one of the most critical players in the Matlock narrative. However, getting Senior on screen has been challenging for the Matlock reboot leading to its Season 1 run. Beau Bridges Sr. may have been added as a CGI in the Matlock premiere. Beau Bridges wasn't really in the partners' meeting. Matlock may have added Beau Bridges to the premiere with CGI, or the pilot scenes were carefully sliced and diced in editing to include the character. Ahead of its September premiere, Matlock reportedly recast a character named Senior, the head of the Jacobson Moore law firm. Matlock cast Bridges to portray Senior leading up to the series debut, but Spotlight's Jamie Sheridan played the character in the pilot. As such, viewers weren't expecting to see Bridges in the Matlock premiere, but there he was, standing in the partners' meeting with the rest of the top Jacobson Moore associates. Post-production editors may have added Bridges to the room with computer-generated imagery that superimposed him on the scene. Alternatively, Bridges may have shot his lines for the scene in the same or similar room, which was then spliced into the episode. Bridges first appeared at the Jacobson Moore partners meeting, where Madeline asked for a job. Senior is presumably in the boardroom since he's included in the scene, but he's never shown in the wide shot with the other characters. Instead, the camera weirdly zooms in on Bridges during all his lines. The reason Matlock may have had to add Bridges Sr. as CGI. Matlock needed cohesive character representations. If the Matlock premiere added Beau Bridges with CGI, it was to maintain continuity for the series. The fact that Matlock recast an original character before its premiere was initially a bad sign for the show, as it would have been quite awkward to introduce one actor only to immediately swap them with another. That said, CBS has heavily advertised the Matlock series, so it makes sense that they wanted to do everything possible to create a cohesive offering, including maintaining any characters it introduced in episode 1. Matlock probably used editing tactics to include Bridges' version of Senior because reshooting the entire episode, or even certain scenes, to include the character would be expensive. Instead, Matlock, it appears, added Bridges into the group scene while potentially cutting Sheridan out. Bridges stood at the side of the room, and it's unclear where Sheridan was initially placed, but the scene could have been cropped to cut him out of it if he was similarly placed at the side of the room. Why Jamie Sheridan was recast as Senior in Matlock? Sheridan may have stepped away from the role. Arrow Jamie Sheridan Susanna Thompson Robert Queen Moira Queen. While CBS didn't offer a reason for the recasting, the main reason was likely the series timeline. The writers' strike complicated Matlock's premiere for more than a year. Matlock, developed by Gilmore Girls co-producer Jenny Snyder-Urman, was initially granted a series order in May 2023 for the 2023 to 2034 TV cycle but experienced production delays due to the strike that pushed the Matlock premiere to 2024 to 2025. Most actors could stay with the series during its year-long hiatus, but Jamie Sheridan may have had scheduling conflicts or reconsidered the role in the year it took to come to fruition. Whether computer-generated imagery played a role or not, it appears that Matlock had a few tricks to swap Jamie Sheridan's senior character out with Beau Bridges in Matlock's pilot episode ahead of the series debut. If you watch the scene back, you'll barely notice that it feels like Bridges isn't really in the room with the other characters. While it may never be clear exactly how Matlock included Bridges, the effort to do so wasn't wasted. Matlock was the biggest non-Super Bowl CBS premiere in 5 years, and its debut episode garnered a rare 100% Rotten Tomatoes score.